Bitcoin is going through some big changes right now. I'm going to talk about something that will have a big impact on the price of Bitcoin in the short term. It will have a big impact on the Bitcoin price in the long run. I'll also talk about something that happened yesterday. Make sure you watch this whole video from the beginning to the end. Hello everyone, my name is Chris and I make cryptocurrency videos every day to teach you how to make money in this market. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on the bell right now. What you see on the 4-hourly note is the daily time frame. You can see that we had a pump here up to the orange box yesterday or 2 days ago. But just like the last time, we were turned down below this level and our offer went down to the orange line at $61,000. Anyway, my main point is still the same. We're going to have some trouble with long-term sideways movement. We are breaking through the orange box at 63,500, but we will also have a hard time breaking down below 57,600. So it makes sense that there is consolidation going on between these two orange boxes. I think this will continue for a little while longer, but I think we'll eventually break through this point and go up, but for now we're still seeing that consolidation play out. That's good then. Things are still going the way they should. Right now, the good news is that the traditional markets are still showing strength, so they are going up. And if there's one thing we know from history, it's that when the traditional markets go up and Bitcoin goes down, it's usually only a matter of time before Bitcoin starts to catch up. So everything is still looking pretty good here. Of course, as I've been saying lately, if you are into old coins and have heavy bags full of them, be careful because you will see a lot of them. They are going to release a lot of tokens and buyers are going to sell them because people don't feel good right now. When it comes to old money, there won't be many people willing to buy those token unlocks, which means that token prices will generally go down. Now, there will always be some old coins that do better than others, but I'm talking about in general here. As Bitcoin continues to bleed and go sideways, I do think that old coins will generally bleed, which makes sense. You can also see that we're having a little bit if you look at this other chart on the daily time frame. What's the other chart then? These are the old coins that aren't in the top 10. As I already said, there will always be some old coins that do really well. But in general, Bitcoin isn't moving and people don't like old coins very much. Also, as I said, now is a great time to get all of them because you think they will do well in the future. But keep in mind that as tokens open, until we get to the bottom, the overall market for old coins is likely to slowly lose value and go down. As I've been saying the whole time, buying old coins is a great way to save money, to make more Bitcoin, but I don't want to keep old coins for years on end. My ultimate goal is to use old coins to make 10x, 15x, 50x, or 100x gains and then invest the money I make in Bitcoin. That's what I've always wanted to do, when Bitcoin prices stay the same or sideways. More and more tokens are being opened for old coins and dumped on the market. I think this is something we should really pay attention to, so if you have old, heavy coin bags, you need to look at how much inflation there is, how many tokens are being opened, and all of that over time. Keep that in mind, and know that I will, of course, keep you updated on that here on the channel as well. But I really did want to show you something. Actually, let me explain what I mean before we talk about this. You can see that Bitcoin has lost 1.2% in the last week. To give you an idea of how much old coins are down overall, XRP is down twice as much, almost 3 times as much. Some old coins will do well, but there are a lot of them that are down. Avalanche is down almost 7%. These drops are pretty big, minus 7 to 8% in just 1 week. If they keep happening, a big bag of old coins that is worth a lot in dollars can quickly and easily lose a lot of its value. As I've been saying lately, this is also a great time to buy cheap old coins that you think will do well in the next part of the cycle. That way you can kind of average in and see if there's an old coin that you really think will do well. But yes, the trend is very clear. Of course, you'll have meme coins right now. Yes, there is a short squeeze going on in GameStop and some other smaller names. This is the same thing that happened in 2021. Because of this, meme coins are going up because of the meme society as a whole. But Aptos and Cosmos are both down 10%. So yeah, most coins aren't doing that well, but joke coins are. They're also doing a lot worse than Bitcoin. We're keeping an eye on that now. Yesterday you had the PPI and the core PPI came in. It was higher than expected, as you saw. So the 0.2% that was expected turned out to be 0.5%. In other words, it means that the cost of making things and products is going up. Well, this is again related to inflation. Today, the core and headline inflation numbers will be released, which will clearly have some kind of impact on the market. But overall, we know that inflation is once again becoming a problem. Okay, let's check this out. It's clear that if it turns out to be much better than expected, it will have an effect on the market. The same is true if it turns out to be much worse than expected. As long as everything goes as planned, I don't think this will be a huge event, but let's keep our eyes on it. Now, I want to show you something else related to something big that happened yesterday with Bitcoin. But before I do that, let me just show you that Bitcoin network activity is going down. This shows us that people are giving up on waiting, as interest in Bitcoin is slowly going down and more people are losing interest. Yes, these could be great times to buy Bitcoin as people lose faith in it because the price is going down and hasn't been going up or down for a long time. Yes, that is absolutely wonderful. I do believe that from now on, we will be able to get great prices for Bitcoin here. To be fair, my trading strategies take care of this for me immediately. Then that is really great, but I also think that there will be some good entries in altcoins in the future. I will keep you posted on that as always because yesterday we found out that the state of Wisconsin has bought something worth $163 million. So why is this so big? This is because these guys are investing their pension money right now. Why is this important? I think pension money is the biggest pool of money in the stock market. So to put this in perspective, pension funds are in charge of assets worth $24 trillion. This is more than twice as big as BlackRock, or about the same amount of money as all the USD in the world. For these guys to start buying these ETFs is a big deal, since it usually takes these big companies a year to start buying new things. So Eric is right when he says that big fish schools don't usually show up in the 13Fs when the ETF gets more money, for about a year. We've seen that these aren't your average starts, which is a good sign. Keep an eye out for more, as institutions tend to move in groups. These are the first ones we know of, but they travel in groups. So in the end, more of these organizations and assets worth $24 trillion are likely to get involved with these, especially these spot Bitcoin ETFs. That's all for now, guys. If you want to know more about my training plan and the view I have on the market right now, click on the link at the top of this video's description. You can watch this video to see step-by-step instructions on how to make $700,000 in a year. Also, if you want to get the best payment bonuses, you can get up to $30,000 on Bybit, $60,000 on OKX, and $40,000 on BitCats. Make sure you watch that video. For that reason, make sure to use those guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.